Alright, it looks like we're getting audio. Welcome, everybody. I'm Savage Hound Dusk, and we're back again with more Persona 5 Royal. Somehow, my Elgato system just wasn't properly connecting. My secretary made a few adjustments to the stream. It should look a lot more interesting now. I'm hoping that it was just some kind of bug that the system didn't really understand with all of the changes that she made. But hey, you know, it's fucking technology. You can never guarantee the way technology is going to respond or behave to things.
Good evening.
Alright.
I look forward to it.
Yes, I have screens now for things. Yeah, I have a lot of different panels now for stuff. I will have to go in and double check how all of it functions, though.
Yes.
You are like a shogi piece filled with endless moves. I wonder what kind of person you will become. Just imagining the possibilities is fun. Panels don't do anything, they're just there for the flash, but you can interact with them. I'm starting to get the feeling that a new move will come to me.
Well then.
Well then, now that we feel refreshed, let us play, fair and square. Something that's relaxing. I had some incense, didn't I? No, I didn't.
Thank you very much.
Hey! I finally gave somebody a decent gift.
Okay, let's end here for today.
I'm fangirling for your reaction to your being a bitch. You know what? I may be a bitch today, but I will be an asshole tomorrow.
There's definitely a lot more people than last year.
Well, yeah. This place got famous and all. Phantom Thieves, Kamoshida, Principal Kobayakawa. On top of that, we got Akechi as a guest.
There may be police officers in plain clothes, too. Actually, they probably are here. We better be careful about what we discuss.
Acting like normal students is going to be important.
What do you normally do at a school festival? Look around at the exhibits and eat stuff?
There's no set rules for this kind of thing. Walk around and hang out, like when we went to the beach.
Hanging out isn't precisely the focus of the school festival. More importantly, it's possible that both your names have come up during the investigation.
A number of the teachers had been questioned before, and even we were interviewed the other day too.
Don't let your guard down too much.
It's true that the initial members have been at this for a long time, making it easier to get tracked.
All right.
Now, let's leave it at that. We just need to be mindful about what we're saying, correct?
Oh,
You seem to be having quite a lot of fun, Haru. You did mention that you were looking forward to this.
I want to go around with everyone and eat at the refreshment stands.
this'll be a great change of pace from all the nasty stuff lately. Shall we head off to the stands then?
Let's do it.
Oh, right. This is your first time at our school festival.
They're pretty good, from what I've heard.
I know a great one. Follow me.
And then everybody brings Futaba to a strip club and gets the living crap beaten out of them by
This is the
Sojiro.
place.
Made takoyaki?
New customers! I'll show you all to
Oh,
your seats.
jeez, I forgot to start recording
So, it's your classes stand.
this. Okay, well, I'll just
Still a
have to
refreshment
transfer
stand,
it from
isn't
Twitch.
it? It's like a deserted island here.
Well, I guess it's good for talking since there aren't any people here.
It's fine, I can just upload the video from Twitch into YouTube. I've done it
We
before.
heard a lot of
It's
rumors.
a pain in the
even on our
ass,
way
but I can do
here.
it.
And it was all bullshit.
Here she comes. Act normal.
It's actually slightly more annoying
cares?
than just
There's
recording
nothing
it and
normal
uploading
about
it
this
manually.
anymore.
Welcome home. May I take your order?
Take my order? What happened to the maid atmosphere?
There are a lot of odd flavors.
Stick to a normal one. I bet they...
I'm so sorry. We sold our last normal one to the previous customer.
The hell? Well then, I'll have the mentai cheese takoyaki.
I'm sorry. We're out of cod bro.
Then how about the squid?
We're currently out catching squid. It'll probably take another 5 or 6 hours.
That doesn't even sound remotely possible! Ain't this whole menu just a sham?
Actually, we spent most of our budget on making the maid costumes look nice. We didn't put too much effort into the octopus.
Oh, I can see that!
Yuji, you're making a scene. Then, what would you recommend with
To
what
be
you have
fair,
now?
he's in a restaurant
That
where
would
he's not
be
even
the
able to
Russian
order any
takoyaki.
fucking food.
We'll have that, please.
This will take a little time.
Let's forget about the octopus and get back on topic.
On that note, hearing Kamoshida being almost treated like a victim makes me want to eat my stress away.
I've even heard conjecture that the principal was targeted for reasons like he knew too much.
I kept hearing about Goro Akechi's popularity.
All thanks to the Phantom Thieves.
You know, Did that Akechi guy agree to show up here because he believes we didn't kill anybody?
Or he may simply love large gatherings.
Or
Oh,
he's
true.
probably
He didn't
getting
seem
ready
like
to
he
fuck the
minded being
Phantom
pampered
Thieves
by
with
the
more
media at
propaganda.
all.
We plan on stealing intel, but we might fall into another trap. I'm gonna be bummed if that happens.
If you only knew. Is the takoyaki done yet?
I'm of the same mind. Still, it doesn't change the fact
Or
that
he's
we
a
don't
dick.
know what Akechi
Keep that in mind.
Thank you for the wait.
Ooh, it's fresh made.
Lies. I heard a microwave go off.
Well, it's not like I was expecting crispy takoyaki at a school festival or anything. So, what makes this a Russian takoyaki?
Could there be jam in it as a secret ingredient? That sounds quite delicious.
Well, one of these is special.
One of them's obviously red. That's gotta be the one.
Dude, don't tell me the Russian part means...
It's like going for the obvious one is manly.
Is that so?
Well, I'd prefer the most beautifully shaped one. But all of them are misshapen.
Oh, aren't you all going to eat? I think I'll go for the special one.
Wait, is she honestly going for it?
Do you want to go for the red one?
Ooh, impressive as always.
Oh, everyone's all here.
Oh, hey, asshole.
The panel isn't until tomorrow, though.
I came to check out the venue. I can't make any mistakes since a lot of people will be present.
Like my foot going
Someone's
into your
eager.
ass.
But people ended up recognizing me. Everyone bombarded me with questions.
That's because you were sloppy.
I grew tired of the baseless rumors they kept bringing up, so I escaped to where there weren't any people. I'm going to have one of these.
The special one!
Let's just call this my performance fee.
But
It's fine.
God damn it, I wanted to eat that.
It's quite the...
eating it in one bite is a bad idea.
Oh, shit.
My throat. This is... oh, my stomach. It burns.
Are you okay? Do you need water?
I'm fine. I just love spicy stuff.
I gotta admit,
see
the guy's
something
got
broken,
grit, but
Well then.
no, he's not gonna die.
Tomorrow.
Well, keep that in mind too.
Wow, he's really trying to hold it together. He's waddling around like some comedian.
No, not right
It's like he
now.
wants to get picked
Anyway.
up for some commercial or something.
But did he truly come to simply check the venue?
No, he came to check up on you guys.
Suspecting every little thing.
I know what you mean. I'm doing the same too. I need to do my best tomorrow.
No, it's not poison.
We
It's
need
just
to somehow
incredibly
get him to
fucking
be our
spicy.
source of intel. I'm gonna pull this off no matter what. That Akechi guy, when he got here, didn't he say that everyone's all here? Everyone?
You're just imagining things.
Okay, she just pointed something out that I'm now going to go verify. Okay, it won't let me go that far back. He did actually say everyone's all here, though. What that means is that he knows who all of these people are. And he should only know maybe half of you. Keep that in mind.
So, I guess we got through all of it okay?
Yes, but the associated mental fatigue was extraordinary. Being cautious takes a lot out of you.
Seriously, I think I'm as tired now as I am after midterms.
No, he's probably just gonna have to go to the
I didn't
bathroom.
mind any of that. I just love seeing that detective gulp
And he'll
down the
probably
special
hurt down below
takoyaki.
for a while
I had fun as
when he's
well,
done.
since I got to spend time with you all. What would you like to do now, Haru? Walk around a little more? I appreciate the gesture.
I don't know,
but
write
I'm
it down.
satisfied with stopping here. Why don't we go home and rest up? We'll have to deal
If
with
you haven't
Akechi
picked up on the
again
fact that
tomorrow,
there's something
after all.
off about him, I don't know what to tell
I
you
have
by
to
this
agree.
point.
What will his next move be?
The game is just giving you about 5 context clues.
Oh?
Beyond the fact that he can be stupid.
Let's head back.
Excuse me. You are Dr. Takuto Maruki, correct?
Yes.
My name is Yusuke Kitagawa. I'm a student from the Fine Arts Division at Kosei High. I do apologize for interrupting your day, but ever since Ryuji and An first spoke of you, I've grown quite intrigued. Now I wish to speak with you as well. Ryu... Oh! Sakamoto-kun and Takamiki-san?
Quite.
Well, I'm flattered that you've taken an interest in me. You're here about the counseling, correct?
Indeed.
There's something off about him, though, that like just sort of straight up shouldn't be. Correct. Now, teach me how to unshackle the human heart and glimpse into its endless abyss. Whoa, hold on there. How should I put this? Your enthusiasm is appreciated, but I suspect there's a huge misunderstanding about what I do. I apologize. I simply couldn't contain my excitement. Would you permit me to witness your counseling skills in action? That's not really allowed.
How about it?
How about this? Why not try out my counseling yourself instead? Me? Mm-hmm. Of course, there's no charge. All you'd have to do is chat with me for a bit.
Well then.
Very well. You and I shall go head to head. I'm not sure what you think happens in counseling, but there won't be any of that. So... Okay, let me go over the awkward context clues that should be telling you who Akechi is by this point. Number 1, Akechi has been anti-Phantom Thief from moment 1. Number 2, he has appeared calm, rational, and pretty kind basically through the entire game. Nobody is that peaceful, and the few people who are do not behave the way he does unless they're scheming something. 3, he heard Morgana say pancakes, and as far as we know, he's never been to the metaverse, which means he shouldn't be able to hear anything more than meowing when he talks. But he understood Morgana, which means he's been to the metaverse. 4, he somehow knew the entire Phantom Thief gang in terms of our group of friends, including, but not limited to, me, Ryuji, An, Yusuke, Haru, Morgana, Futaba. Think about it. He knows way more about us than he should for a detective who is working for the police, but also somehow... Like, if you pay attention, all the context clues you need to know to tell you about Akechi are already here. I'm not going to tell you who he is. I'm just going to let all of that whittle around in your mind until the game reveals it. And then I'm going to tell you who he is. But you'll know by then. How curious. I never imagined counseling to be like this. Well, I'd say this is less counseling and more about building a rapport. When someone first comes to see me, we always start with them telling me a bit about themselves. A method of self-reflection that relies on speaking with another person so as to sort through one's own emotions. That's rather similar to the internal cross-examination I perform when working on my art. There really shouldn't be any cross-examining in a proper counseling session, though. I just do my best to guide patients in a positive direction so they can improve their lives. He knows the word rapport. You know, I'm surprised Nightbot hasn't got you for spamming caps, but I guess it's because you're a mod. At the very least, I can talk them through their problems, so they can make the correct choices for themselves. I see. However, if you're the one leading them to their conclusions, are they truly making the choices for themselves? Isn't that just submitting to another person's will? In all honesty, I'm sure there are people out there who think that. But life in this world confines people to certain frames of mind sometimes, and without them even realizing it. But if I can help lift the weight of off their shoulders, and free their minds, I believe the results are worth it.
Indeed. Thank you.
Thank you very much for speaking with me. This has been a most valuable experience.
Oh, yes.
I turned it off while I was on your computer, because fuck that. Oh. Okay. Before you go, Kitagawa-kun, what would you say is your greatest wish in life at the moment? Would it be success as an artist? No, that's not it. The only desire I have for my art is for it to improve through my own efforts. I see. Then what would you wish for? I would wish for the world to see my mother's painting for the masterpiece that it is, no matter how briefly. And if at all possible, I would also wish to meet a wonderful master. One who would take me in and guide my brush with care. I'm also gonna sort out your fucking stream. Okay. I see.
All right.
At
Thank
any
you.
rate, I must be going now, so please excuse me. I hope we meet again someday.
Well then.
Apologies for merely disappearing like that. For suddenly disappearing like that. The legend of the Lost Inari has come to an end. Where the hell were you? Did you seriously get lost? I saw a man who resembled Dr. Maruki, so I went to go see him. So he was there? Did you go to his counseling? Yes. It was certainly not what I was expecting. You gotta add tags to your stream. Oh. Once this is all over, I think I'd like to go to another session. Try not to cause them any trouble, alright? I'll do my best. Are you all at home? Yeah. Are you still at school, Yusuke? No, I just got back to the dorm. I'm getting ready for bed. Already? Is that unusual? Tomorrow is Akechi-kun's panel after all. An early night means he'll be able to concentrate tomorrow. That's true. We'll need to stay focused tomorrow. We have to stay calm no matter what he says. Right. I'll keep that in mind. It's really up to Makoto to get as much information as we can from Akechi. We'll have to make sure we don't miss anything. Photo time! This is when we were at the food stand. Oh wow, we actually did get some good eats. Man, even yakisoba looks high class when Haru's eating it. Please, you're exaggerating. I think this is my first time having yakisoba from a food stand, though. It was more delicious than I'd imagined. It was. It wasn't the instant stuff, but still good. Yeah, don't know why, but food from a stall is always weirdly tasty. Speaking of, where are the pictures of us, Sam? You got pics of us too, right? How about the one you took of Leon's yakisoba? With the big red mountain of red ginger. Oh! No, that one went straight into the trash. I had dry seaweed all over my teeth. God damn it. No, on with seaweed teeth. For the audience. Because this game is kind of a jerk.
Well then, we will now begin today's panel. Our guest of honor is Akechi.
I feel kind of bad considering how many people have gathered. I'm sure you all would have been happier to have a singer or a mascot appear, wouldn't you say?
We'd appreciate if you could tell us about your experiences with the notorious Phantom Thieves. It'd be wonderful if you could let us hear more about your actual investigative process.
I'm not used to being the one interrogated, so please go easy on me.
How much do you think he knows?
He talks about the Phantom Thieves are dangerous, yet he says they haven't committed any murders. Either he has an idea who the true culprit is, or he has uncovered the identities of the Phantom Thieves.
Come on, Makoto. You gotta get it out of him.
As much as you're allowed to say, would you tell us how far along your investigation is on them?
Getting right to the point, I see. Well, if it's as much as I'm allowed to say, then everything on TV and the internet is all of it. We don't have any leads yet, and the methods behind their crimes are still unclear.
I see. Even with this country's power, arresting them is proving to be difficult. Is that the case?
I wouldn't phrase it that way, but, well, something like that.
Thank you for answering that question. By the way, it seems you've denied a correlation between the Phantom Thieves and the murders. Why the sudden change? Until now, haven't you upheld your stance that the Phantom Thieves are dangerous? How are you so positive that they haven't committed murder?
Are you a little too comfortable interrogating people? Why, it's as if you're a prosecutor.
Excuse me. This is something I've personally been interested in, so I couldn't help it. But won't you tell us? What reason is there that you'd claim their innocence when you previously stated they were unjust?
Mako-chan's really pressing for an answer.
She's pelting him with questions.
Every person whose heart they changed have truly been criminals, including Okumura. Why then was he the only one who needed to be killed?
Why is that?
I must admit, I couldn't deduce a reason. That's why I believe that case should be thought of as if a different party is responsible. And if, this is all hypothetical, mind you, if the Phantom Thieves are the ones I know of, I can't possibly imagine they would kill anyone.
Your comment just now, does this mean the police have already identified who they are?
Oh, no. The police haven't gotten that far yet. But I have my own conclusions about the true identities of the Phantom Thieves.
He's gotta be bluffing.
Pipe down. He's lying, right? But if it's the truth...
You're not going to ask me who they are?
It may have repercussions. repercussions on the investigation. Are you sure you can share that with us?
It's only my personal opinion, so announcing that here wouldn't pose a problem. However, there is a possibility that everyone present will hear the truth before the police or media.
The truth? What's he planning on saying?
That's quite the confidence you have. If you're so certain, then very well. I'd like to ask you then, who do you think the Phantom Thieves are, Akechi-san?
That idiot!
No. There's no way he could have any evidence.
They're people you all know quite well. The identity of the Phantom Thieves are... it's mine. I apologize for the interruption, but I can't turn off my phone due to my job. Would you mind if I step away for about 10 minutes or so?
I'm terribly sorry, everyone, but we'll be taking a break. We'll resume the panel in 10 minutes.
Please don't troll me online for this interruption, okay?
Is there a room I may use?
There's the PE faculty office.
I want you to come too. There's a matter I want to discuss. Your friends from yesterday are here, aren't they? Can you bring them too, if that's all right?
Did you set this up?
We only have 10 minutes, you know.
What do you want to talk about?
No! That's gotta be shopped! I have video footage too. Please, let's not feign ignorance. All of you can go to that other world too, yes? It's not just all of you. I am aware of that world too. I also know that when you traverse over there, your appearance changes as well. It's because of those mysterious powers, isn't it? I found out about that world about a month ago. This had been installed onto my phone without my knowledge. Dude, it's the nav. When the app activated on its own, the scenery around me suddenly changed. Quite frankly, I still can't believe it myself. But from the look of these photos, all of you seem quite used to it.
We've been listening to you blab on for a while now, but cut the delusional...
All of you are acting as Phantom Thieves in the metaverse. I can say so with conviction because I have the same power as you. So, you admit it then. In all honesty, I've been curious about you since the time of the Madarame case. But to think it would end up like this.
We didn't kill anyone!
I believe that as well.
How can you be so sure?
Because I saw another. The real culprit.
For real?
Who was it?
I couldn't identify his face. He had a mask on, after all. Actually, when I took these photos, I entered that world too. That's when I saw someone else moving about, besides all of you. He shot at me the moment he noticed me.
That's who killed President Okumura?
Most likely. At the very least, I was almost killed by him. I can't die here. I need to determine the truth. When those thoughts overcame me, I awakened to that power. A most fortunate accident.
This guy has a persona too?
This cat. I swear, it just talked.
Morgana, our teammate who taught us about the metaverse.
Really? This is unbelievable. But it is true that you know things that I don't. Say,
Don't mind
Morgana,
Liz melting down in the
were
corner.
you also the one who instructed them on how to change people's hearts? I experienced that world too. But I still haven't solved that mystery yet.
We go in the metaverse, we call them palaces, to steal the core of their desires. Their treasure, and those whose treasure has been stolen have a change of heart.
By the way, it should already be obvious, but he has lied to us at least once this entire conversation.
Ah. There's certainly no way anyone could figure out such an MO.
Anyways, back to what you were talking about. Are we in this mess because of that guy?
Although I don't completely understand the method, all you do is simply reform people. Someone else is behind the murders. However, the police have decided that the Phantom Thieves did it. They'll arrest you at this rate.
They're going to treat me as my father's murderer?
I can't overlook such a grave mistake, which is precisely why I want us to strike a deal. I may be able to save you from this situation.
A deal?
I would like you to cooperate with me on investigating the truth.
And if we decline?
Then I think I'll have to inform the police about all of you, along with that video I mentioned.
This ain't no deal, it's blackmail!
Say what you will. This is the method that I believe is correct. The justice I uphold will not tolerate criminals who kill people at their leisure.
Justice.
You've heard that Sai-san is the one spearheading the investigation about you Phantom Thieves, correct? The higher-ups are concerned only with settling the case.
If we both want the same thing, though, then why does he see fit to blackmail us instead of persuade us to help him?
They want to capture the culprits behind the psychotic breakdown incidents and end the commotion. Those are the ones who are putting pressure on Sai-san. I can only imagine her impatience.
He has also mostly told the
What evidence
truth,
that we did it?
but he has lied
How do you
at
intend on
least
proving
twice now.
Even if there's no objective explanation to the method, it's over once causality is established.
Yes.
Sai-san can't make rational judgments at the moment.
This entire discussion, he has lied twice.
If she were to be cornered, well, she may even make up a confession.
Make it up?
You want to know how I know he's lying? Because he heard, it's not about the video. That's not what he's lying about. Well, first of all, yes, it's because I've played the game before. But if you use only the context clues the game has given you up to this point, you can still determine that he's lying. Here's how you know. He understood Morgana well before we went to deal with Okumura. That means he had entered the metaverse long before then. Which means that he has not only entered the metaverse way sooner than he told us, but he awakened to his persona powers sooner than he told us. He has lied twice. I just gave you one of them.
So, they're gonna make it all our fault? Just because they feel like it?
We haven't killed anyone, though! And we're still going to be arrested?
You'll be found guilty if you're caught, and it will be treated as a very serious crime.
I'm still convinced he's the killer.
Bullshit!
I will let the
None of
game
that
show
makes
you what's
any
going to
sense.
happen.
Unfortunately, there's nothing I can do alone anymore to stop the flow of things.
And that's why you want our cooperation.
That's not why
Yes.
he wants your help.
In return, I'll turn a blind eye to what you've done. Those are my conditions.
Bullshit!
That said, I ask that you disband the Phantom Thieves after this.
What should we do about Akechi-san's proposal?
I see. I thought I was making a lot of concessions myself. Well, you don't have to decide at the moment. Considering this is you we're talking about, I believe you'll come to a favorable reply. I'm glad we could talk. It's been a while since I've been able to spend such a meaningful time like this. I look forward to
Fucking
your answer.
smarmy
It was
shit,
definitely
bro.
worth coming today. For various reasons. We should be getting back. About that. I'm sorry. Would it be acceptable if we ended the panel here? The reason why you called for me in the first place was because you wanted intel, correct? My business is concluded as well.
I'll deal with it somehow.
Damn it! He had complete control over us!
Hey, they're going.
I know.
sorry about the sudden break. An urgent task came in. So, I truly apologize about this, but I'll have to end things here today.
To make up for the time that was planned for this panel, the Rakugo Research Club will instead be...
I can't say anything in detail regarding the Phantom Thieves investigation, but I feel another great stride will occur again soon. I hope you all continue to pay attention to what happens.
Let's have a big round of applause for today's guest, Goro Akechi.
Was that really our best course of action?
He totally used Makoto's suggestion against us.
Indeed. We intended to get intel out of him, but to think it would play out like this.
So what? We'll just accept his deal?
He's got evidence on us. We really don't have a choice.
Damn it! What are we gonna do?
Calm down, Ryuji.
How am I supposed to calm down? What are we gonna do?
What's done is done. We'll have to cool our heads and think more on this. We must make up our minds by the time he contacts us again.
We need to give this a lot of thought.
Similar occurrences followed in succession earlier this spring. Although things have quieted down until recently, several incidents have occurred once again. Furthermore, new information has come to light about the suspect who suffered sudden mental shutdown. He had received a calling card from the Phantom Thieves.
Why did Futaba have something like this?
If a calling card was delivered, we can only assume that the Phantom Thieves are behind it. If so, those occurrences back in spring can be attributed to them as well. Moreover...
I knew it. She's... Oh, God.
The post-festival party is about to begin in the gymnasium. Please join us, everybody.
Post-festival party? I thought this thing was over. Nobody invited you to it, so let's just go home.
Huh? Senpai, aren't you going to the post-festival party? Since we've run into each other on our own, why not go together? People say these kinds of events should be enjoyed with others, so let's go have some fun. It seems like it's already begun. Let's get in there, Senpai!
And now, it's time for your favorite shooting tradition. The Student Sharing Special! But before that, we've decided to change things up this year. We've got a huge surprise for you all. Members of the dance club, come on down. Now everybody, join in! Don't fall behind the dance club or you're stuck!
Don't mind me as a cringe.
Just standing around while everyone dances is embarrassing. Senpai, let's do it!
It's showtime!
Very impressive, Senpai.
Now that you're all warmed up, let's switch up the music!
Hey, you're Yoshizawa-san, right? The first year?
We've got a little favor to ask you.
I'll be right back. I need to go grab something that was left at the door for my girlfriend.
Senpai, I'll be back soon. They've asked me to help them with something. Just wait here and watch what happens.
Who's that? Huh?
Crazy.
This is why I romanced her in my first run, by the way.
That was so exhausting. What a blast. I feel like I danced
no,
my
I
heart
think
out
her
back
character
there.
is actually like 16 to 17. But like all these characters are technically like high school minors. If you want to see the Kasumi romance, I can show you what that looks like. It's adorable.
Know, right? I was totally blown away. It's my dad. He's telling me to come home before it gets too late. Sorry to leave you like this, but I have to get going. Thank you. I'll be all right, though. The post-festival party was so much fun, especially with you. See you soon.
See you soon, Kasumi. Post-festival party is about to begin. Would you like to go together? I tried to think about what happened earlier, but that has gotten me nowhere. So, I could use a change of pace. How about it? Yo, you want to go to the post-festival party and try to calm down? We can't really decide on what Akechi was saying anyways. I'm still pretty pissed though. Well, Mishima's here with me. You should join us. Aha! Damn. I'm gonna see what happens when you go with Haru. My heart is weeping. Haru, Haru,
That was a
Haru!
great performance by the dance club. Everybody give them another round of applause.
I'm sorry. I can't stop thinking about what Akechi-kun said. It feels like nothing bad could ever happen when you say that.
And now it's time for your favorite shoot-in
sharing? I never knew we had such an event.
All right, who has something to say? Anyone?
I'm not sure where Pebbles is right now.
I'll just have to pick someone then.
Pebbles!
Oh, he's going to choose? I wonder who it would be.
How about that fluffy-haired girl over there? I choose you.
What the flirkin'?
Is he looking this way?
Well then, come on up.
He's talking to me, isn't he?
I love the things you can say. They're so adorable. There's Pebbles. Why are you over on the living room couch? Come here.
Come, everyone's waiting.
I choose you. It's
I'm
not
going.
fucking Pokemon.
And your name
I could always stream a Pokemon game, although I'm pretty sure Game Freak would try to have it taken down in a minute.
Yes. She's so
I'm sure you're, still grieving. My, deepest apologies.
Oh, please don't worry.
So, do you have anything you'd like to share with us?
Something to share. I have too many things.
Here, let me give you a question then. Do you think the Phantom Thieves are really Shujin students?
Huh?
Oh? Man, he's going in for the kill.
I mean, they are, your father's killers. We're all dying to know what Akechi-kun was going to say about their true identities.
Okay, I'm gonna point this out. This guy is a fucking twat. Because, a minute ago, this man said, "You're Okumura-san? I'm sure you're still grieving. My deepest apologies." Immediately starts asking about the Phantom Thieves and the very sensitive murder of her father that just happened. Dude, have some fucking class!
So, are they from Shujin? What do you think, Okumura-san?
This guy is a twat! Oh my god, the things I can say right now! No, you know what? I have to see what happens when she says this. This is amazing.
Oh! Like a hot knife through butter, a proposal cuts the silence.
Silence you caused, you fucking dick.
I think it was him. So, Okumura-san, what's your relation to this guy?
If you don't unfucking unfollow.
That wasn't what we were talking about.
Oh my god, this is amazing.
Is this a hot scoop?
Is this my foot in your face?
But I'm a gentleman. It hurts my
This
heart
guy's
to bully
like
such
the
a sweet
hugest
girl.
asshole.
Well, did you all enjoy our blushing beauty? Thank you very much, Okumura-san.
Yeah, that's great. Now give me the microphone so I can shove it up your ass. I'm sure the sound won't be any different from the talk you give out of your
Post-festival
mouth.
party is finally over. It turned out to be more like an interview party, huh? I still can't believe you said that. Huh?
No, we didn't. We put her on the spot in a way that was awkward and funny, not a way that was awkward and fucking horrible.
Saving me.
At least what I did is hilarious. That guy was a
You're
douche.
so reliable. I think the two of us will get along quite well in the future. As they say, who knows what may lie ahead? For now, I'm worried about what happened with Akechi-kun. But I have to say, My first post-festival party was quite fun. Though, I guess it's my last too. Here, I'd like you to have this. I bought it earlier.
Chill out. I'm sorry, that guy was a fucking bastard.
Now then, let's go home.
Oh, you must still be grieving. I'm really sorry. Maybe I shouldn't have done this. Immediately starts rolling into, hey, do you think the Phantom Thieves killed your dad? Like, talk about having absolutely no thought process.
Welcome home.
Hello, Pebbles.
You
Did you
took
come
off
to get
somewhere
pets?
during the festival, huh? I tried to find you, but I gave up pretty quickly.
Yeah, no, that guy was like a
Tama?
walking cringe
What
factory.
are you doing here in front of the store?
I needed to calm my brain. My thoughts were getting
Your
out of
favorite
hand.
viewer is
Not
talking
just
to
Akechi,
you.
but other stuff too.
She's talking to you.
We're in deep trouble unless we can do something
She
soon.
is.
But anyway, I was just thinking about going inside, so your timing
My
is perfect.
secretary is talking
Let's go.
to you.
The mass media has been causing quite a commotion lately. No countermeasure for the Phantom
She goes,
Thieves.
don't worry,
the
Daddy
sorry
spoils me.
state of the
Not as
police.
much as I want, because I'm
destruction
a
of
cat and I always
safety.
want more, but
They're
he spoils
saying
me.
whatever they want. So, how's the investigation progressing? Any clues yet?
Nothing that leads to a firm conviction yet.
What's going on here? Didn't you say that you were sure about closing this case? And I thought I told you that failure won't be tolerated.
Yeah, you.
Well, this is troublesome. If things continue at this rate, never mind a promotion. We'd have to let you go entirely.
But sir...
I had high expectations for you. But it seems this task was too much to handle for someone so young. We may need to reform the operation as well, since the selected personnel for this...
Please, let me see this through to the end. This case is something that I've always...
I know that you've been at this for a while now. Even before the police spared us the staff for it. If you can manage an arrest, I've made special arrangements so that you can question them personally. That's what you want, isn't it? The leadership of this country is about to change. We can't let this case carry over into their term. I'll make myself clear again. Failure isn't an option. We need results.
I understand.
You're allowed to take some
Yeah, I know, this guy is
bold
so nuts he
measures
can
if you
suck
need
my
to.
fresh.
We need good results, no matter what. Oh, one more thing. If the unexpected happens to occur, contact me immediately.
To you, sir?
I said that failure isn't an option, didn't I?
And I said I didn't like your annoying old ass. Also, Jesus Christ, his model is ugly as fuck.
Everything is proceeding as planned.
His in-game model looks like shit.
We're home. Sojiro?
I was cleaning up and found this. This is a calling card, right? I read about it online, too.
You went into my room without my permission?
I'll apologize as much as you want later. So, what is this?
That's...
Is it something to get flustered over? I knew it. This isn't just some game you're playing. Why aren't you saying anything?
Why did you keep it? I mean, it was memorable.
Explain.
Explain.
Can't tell me?
Explain. Hey, if this keeps up, Futaba's...
I'll explain everything.
I'm talking to Futaba here, you know. I'll get right to the point. Is this a real one? Did they trigger a change of heart in you? How about it?
Ever since Mom died, there was no exit. I was trapped in a labyrinth of my heart. I knew I had to leave it, but I couldn't do it by myself.
Futaba. Here, sit down. I can at least listen to what you have to say.
The Phantom Thieves saved me. They stole my messed up heart. It's the same as Mom's research. They changed my cognition.
Seriously? Wakaba's research about altering one's cognition. I wondered about it myself, too, but still.
He's not being a prick. They got accused of murder. He's being a protective father. He's trying to make sure that his child didn't get wrapped up in a murder case. When did you notice?
When she said she was going to go to the beach out of nowhere. And even the doctors had thrown in the towel. At first, I just chalked it up as other kids being a better support for you than any adult. But as I kept watching the tabloid shows here, day in and day out, a thought crossed my mind. I thought your case kind of seemed similar to what these Phantom Thieves were doing.
Wow.
I'm still your guardian, you know. I'd never overlook such a drastic change in your behavior.
Sojiro.
But to think that Wakaba's research and the Phantom Thieves changing hearts were about the same thing. Back in the day, I used to be a government official. My job was to be the bridge between the country and the lab that Wakaba worked at. It's around that time that I got to know her. She said something odd when we were out drinking, that one of these days, she might die a bizarre death. Who wouldn't take that as a joke? I just laughed it off.
Of course she deserves a hug, but
it happened.
He had to do that. He had to ask those
You,
questions. He didn't have a
feel
choice.
like I let her down.
And
there's something I want to ask you. Judging from your attitude, you knew about this calling card, didn't you? You should have known that Futaba had a change of heart through the Phantom Thieves as well. Is there a connection between you and them? The first incident of a change of heart was a teacher at your school. The kid who brought that painting here was a pupil of that artist who had a change of heart, wasn't he? And then there's Futaba. You always seem to be linked to these incidents somehow. Got anything to say?
Sorry for keeping quiet.
You know what people call them? Criminals. Why did you introduce such dangerous people to Futaba?
That's not true!
Why do you think?
I asked them! That's why he saved me! He stole my heart!
Asked? Stole?
She came to us, Sojiro.
Wait, are you saying that he's the one who changed your heart? Wait, he doesn't just deal with the Phantom Thieves. He's actually one of them?
I'm their
You're
leader.
pulling my leg, aren't you?
Believe what you want.
Are you serious? You really are a Phantom Thief? Oh, for crying out loud!
I'm their leader.
Sojiro!
So, basically, I've been sheltering a Phantom Thief for the last 6 months. And on top of that, Futaba's involved too. What the hell?
I want to find the culprit who killed my mom.
Wait, killed?
She
What are
was
you
killed.
doing, Pebbles?
I remember it now.
Stop this nonsense!
Why won't you believe me? Are you the same as everyone else? know already? The way Mom died wasn't normal! Didn't you notice that her research was stolen by someone? Sojiro!
When she passed away, I did think it was odd. It was awfully fishy. But what could I do? All I was able to do was run from it all. Run away, hide, and end up here as some old guy running a cafe. To be frank, I took you in for my own good. Like it'd somehow make up for what I'd done. It's basically my fault that you got burdened with all this crap.
How is it your
It's not
fault?
your fault, Sojiro.
You're not the one who murdered her mother, you
Acted all
dumbass.
big, lectured, even yelled at you kids. And I end up getting consoled by her. God, real pathetic, aren't I?
That's not true, Chief.
I mean, the one who killed Mom's the one at fault.
I see.
I'm going to see this through.
Don't worry. Even if you are the real Phantom Thieves, I have no intention of reporting or kicking you out. I mean, who would believe such a story? Unless they catch you red-handed, it's impossible to explain that you're the Phantom Thieves. Let me just say one thing, though. Immediately back out of a fight that you can't win.
Why?
Just do as I say. If, by chance, you pissed off the same guys that killed Wakaba, then they're not someone that kids like you can deal with. Listen to reason, all right? We're done talking about this. Come on. Time to eat. All that yelling's gotten me hungry.
Phew. If he turned us in,
I
that would
love
have jeopardized our
Sojiro.
operation. Still, we should tell the others about what just happened.
That was so deeply
I'm
human.
tired.
What? He knows everything? You gotta be fucking kidding! Wait, are you okay? Did he report you or anything? We likely wouldn't be receiving these messages if Leon was not okay. I had a feeling the boss was no ordinary man. But he didn't recommend you turn yourself in, did he? I think in that case we can consider him a new ally. I'm more curious about what he mentioned to you. You mean how our enemy might be the same people who targeted Futaba's mother? Yes, she was killed by a mental shutdown. The same method used by the culprit we pursue now. Wait a second though. Didn't you say Boss had to run from it all? Does that mean someone was trying to stop the news from getting out? Who could do that? Who do you think the culprit could be? A government official. Ain't you letting your imagination run wild a bit? But it would make sense. Wait a sec. If you're right, then it wouldn't be the police working for them too? That's not impossible. This is getting too big for even me to think about. Can we really win
We're
this?
gonna win, no matter what.
Nothing's gonna stop us. That went so well. Yeah, like, that was one of the greatest scenes in the whole game, and I really didn't want to ruin it. So I was trying to act along with it as best I could. It's one of the greatest scenes in the game.
Sorry.
Go home or he'll worry. I'm gonna go home. Night.
Well then.
Sojiro is a very good man. He has his negative quirks, and he can be a bit of an ass, but Sojiro is a very good man. He's a protective father who loves Futaba as if she were his own daughter. And that doesn't change for anything. And he's only hard on you because he wants to make sure you don't get in trouble. Everything he does for your benefit, even if he comes off as kind of a dick about it at first. Yeah, he's a bit of a womanizer, but I think that's because he was in love with Wakaba and he could never have her before she died.
We now resume our coverage of the Phantom Thieves, the suspects for Mr. Okumura's death and others. The police have designated the Phantom Thieves as the country's most wanted fugitives, and have decided to reward anyone with information leading to the capture of the Phantom Thieves.
Look.
Those who provide information will be offered a reward of 30 million yen. And considering the high amount, it shows how extraordinary the situation has become. Reward money will be supplied by the police and the families of the victims. Further,
If I report you to the police and they arrest you, I supposedly get 30 million yen for it.
Only if we get caught.
I hope you understand the situation you're in. Even people who didn't have an interest before will be on the lookout for the Phantom Thieves.
Okay.
And it'll happen
I'll be
every
right back.
day, even at school. Why did this happen? This isn't about me. Well, how do I put this? I'm sorry I didn't realize it. It's also my responsibility that this happened. All I can do now is give you shelter. Just don't become desperate and do something reckless, all right?
Oh God. Okay, I'm sorry. I just had to blow my nose. It was getting really bad. Believe in me.
I won't sell you out. As long as you're here, there's nothing to worry about.
I feel bad about what we've done to the chief. I'm responsible too.
This isn't your fault, Morgana.
Did you see that reward?
His
Perhaps we
in-game
put too
model
much
does
pressure
not
on them.
match that
With
anime
this,
artwork
the
drawing of
Phantom
his face
Thieves
right
have
there
become
at all.
public enemy
Look at it.
#1.
Jesus fucking Christ, it looks terrible. Look at his face.
Exactly. That will be when their curtain falls.
Look at his face.
Hey, great!
Alright. Anyway, yeah, that's... Oh, jeez. That was one of the best scenes in the entire game. And it's fantastic. Yo, you see the news? I had braced myself for this possibility. Actually, having a wanted notice out for us feels kind of weird. I'm not sure we're gonna get away this time. Our backs are truly against the wall now. Discussing it here won't do us any good. Let's talk more in person.
We're wanted now. And the reward's 30 million yen? What is this, a comic book?
No, it's my foot in your ass.
It feels so unrealistic, I can't help but laugh.
We're finally being treated as actual criminals.
I'm positive now.
We knew
Remember
this
all
could
of those
happen.
what-ifs I mentioned before? All of this was truly set up. How President Okumura ranked first, the Fad before that, even Medjed. It was all to make the Phantom Thieves famous. On top of that, we were lured to target Okumura. Yeah, the enemy likely planned to lay the blame on us from the start, after we gained popularity.
Then what about everything we've done until now? Are the people whose hearts we changed and thought were corrupt actually not?
No, because of Yusuke and I, the Madarame and Kaneshiro cases were coincidental. Wasn't that the case with Kamoshida too? Considering what happened with the rankings, only the previous target would have been used to lure us.
What a cheap trick to use.
Cheap? It's nothing of the sort. There's the fake Medjed and the site's altercation. They might have even engineered the Fat around us. So much time and effort has been put into this. President Okumura probably wasn't their only target.
No
Perhaps they intend
shit.
to place all blame of past and future psychotic breakdowns on our group.
They can't really
That's why
do
I
that
said
if
we
they
shouldn't
kill us
jump
all,
into
though.
things so carelessly.
What, so this is my fault? Even you agreed to it in the end. And there was that thing with Haru at the time. How are we supposed to ignore that, huh?
I'm sorry. This was all because I one-sidedly decided that my father was a criminal.
Okay, first of all, honey, your dad was a fucking criminal. Second of all, Yusuke, shut the fuck up, I'm gonna slap you. Third of all, Ryuji, stop defending yourself, you don't have to.
All I could think about was my fiancé. If I had only been able to cope with it more calmly.
Haru?
It's not Haru's fault. I should have spoken up too when Principal Kobayakawa died.
Damn it! This is bullshit! God! Fuck! Ah!
Ryuji! Taking out your frustration on things doesn't help anyone!
Hey, what do you think? Why did we lose? What did we do wrong?
They baited us.
It's probably because we weren't acting like ourselves.
Agreed. At the time, we only cared about the opinion of the general public.
Yeah, that really is it. I was so caught up in making a name for ourselves. I'm such an idiot! I became a Phantom Thief because I hated those same kinds of adults!
To think we had begun clinging onto fame and a place to belong that our eyes had become clouded.
Oh
We were
god,
meant
Pebbles,
to be
did
the
you
righteous
fart?
Phantom Thieves, but we lost sight of our original cause.
I'm so irritated with myself.
Makoto.
Damn it! I know that we've been set up, and that I was a complete idiot too! But still, it's so damn frustrating! Of course I want to do something about this!
Then stop throwing your fists around and
in
start
deep
using
water
that
this
noodle
week.
you
However, we
you
have
half
no
baked
idea
so
who
much.
we're up against, and whether they're an individual or an organization.
Furthermore, they must be in a position of power, or have powerful backers if they can go so far.
Are we really a match for this?
Should we end this now? I mean, things might get worse for everyone.
Hey, what should we do?
Let's turn the tables.
Yeah, running away with our tails between our legs is exactly what they want.
We'd be dumping everything we stand for just to save our own asses.
I see. I take back what I just said. I can't let it end like this. Absolutely not like this.
Looks like we're settled on what we want to do. All that's left is how we go about it. Yeah.
Hey, it's me. About me yelling earlier, being framed, and the added bounty, it all felt like such bullshit. I lost it. I'm sorry.
I know
You
how you
too?
feel.
It is confusing. We're wanted criminals now. Maybe I haven't changed at all since that time we went up against Kamoshida. I wanted to be a Phantom Thief because I thought even someone like me could be a hero. It made me so happy to be depended on. Guess it all went straight to my head. I thought I could do anything if it was for justice, but that'd make me no different from our targets. I called them shitbags, but I must be the shittiest of shitbags. I can't even joke about it.
You can still change.
You're right. I can start by changing who I am now. Thanks. I feel like I can think straight now. Oh, I scared Haru and Futaba, didn't I? I'll have to apologize to them soon. See ya.
I got a message from Akechi-kun. He wants us to gather at LeBlanc tomorrow after school. Who does he think he is, trying to boss us around like that? Tomorrow? That's sudden. This is directly after the reward announcement. There must be a calculated reason for this, too. We'll be okay, right? We'll manage. Yeah, we're going to overcome this, together. Regardless, I don't want anyone disturbing our pace anymore. Let's go about this calmly. Well, see you all tomorrow.
We've reached a crucial moment. There's no point fretting about it now, though. Let's just stay calm and wait for tomorrow.
Ryuji has a really good comeback moment around this point in the game.
Nice.
I really hate that so many instances of this game just kind of locks you into sleeping in the evening.
An issue in which criminals do whatever they want under the name of justice cannot be left alone.
I mentioned you want to keep this guy in your mind a while.
Only now does the government speak of taking countermeasures, but their actions are too little, too late. The government as it stands has been left behind the times. It is obsolete. We don't have to go down with a sinking ship. We have the power to change this. Let us end this chaos through my hands and yours.
He's a politician of the ruling party, isn't he?
I heard they're splitting up to form a new party, so an election might come before the year's end.
I'm gonna vote this time for sure. This man has my support.
You haven't voted until now? That's problematic as a member of society, you know.
Politics just never interested me before. But this politician seems pretty amazing. He's passionate and thinks of the future. I mean, someone like that should be prime minister. I'm definitely voting for him.
Well, I suppose that makes sense, since the other politicians seem so unreliable.
Hawkmoth.
When you say that you want us to cooperate with you, what exactly do you intend us to do?
That's a good question. But might I have a cup of coffee first?
You can have my foot in your ass.
Please keep this short.
There's a bounty for information in addition to the arrest warrant. Those are quite desperate measures. I'm referring to Sai-san's actions. I assume all of you are at your wits' end as well. She must be considerably vexed if she's gone that far. Make headlines with the arrest warrant, then use incentives to get testimonies. It's not a bad method.
The police have nothing on us. There's no way they can make an arrest.
True. I'm the only one who's ascertained your true identities. However, the groundwork for fabricating testimonies and concocting a culprit are underway.
We don't care about that self-gratification. Get on with it.
True. I'm the only one who's ascertained your true identities.
That's the one true thing he's actually told this whole fucking time.
I'll be blunt. I'm thinking of triggering a change of heart in Sai-san. I've already discovered that she has a palace.
This is also true.
Huh? Really?
Is this to prevent the investigation agency's recklessness?
Precisely.
Still, there's no need to change her heart just for that.
Indeed. It's hard to believe that a single person can fabricate all that.
Unfortunately, that's not the case. What if I told you that those around her would turn a blind eye to false evidence? You saying the police would do such a thing? It seems they're more trusted than I thought. Their priority is settling the situation. They don't care who the supposed culprit is.
No!
Completely rotten! My objective is to find the true culprit. That must be the case for all of you too. However, the current situation is extremely bad.
If worst comes to worst, someone unrelated will be set up as the culprit, huh?
Our only solution to this is to make Sai-san come to her senses. If she's in her right mind, she can stop this situation. Her sense of justice wouldn't allow it.
So that's why...
The truth will be covered up, and an innocent civilian's life will be destroyed. I can't allow such a thing to happen.
My own ethics won't stand for it.
I mean, I guess I can understand how you feel.
And changing Sai-san's heart will be to protect her as well.
How do you mean?
If the true culprit were to learn that she's responsible for the investigation, what would happen? I'm certain they'll aim for her life. She's the perfect target to place blame on the Phantom Thieves. So how about it? Will you agree to my plan?
Even though you're particular about being just, you're willing to get your hands dirty?
It can't be helped in order to ascertain the truth. There is also one more merit in changing Sai-san's heart. She'll be a fine warning to others not to meddle with you any further. They can't go public if someone in the investigation has a change of heart. It'd show their corruption. All that's left from there is for me to discover the identity of the true culprit.
What do you mean?
You're gonna tell us to announce our disbandment once the real culprit is arrested, aren't you?
As expected from a Nijima. So, what do you say? I don't think it's a bad deal for either of us.
Makoto, what's your take on all this?
It's a well-made plan. It even takes putting an end to our team into consideration.
I'm flattered to hear that.
Why are you willing to do all this, Akechi-kun? Why do you seek justice?
He doesn't.
Because of sickening human beings.
That's a lie.
Yes. My contempt for such people drives my sense of justice.
That's also a lie.
Some grand reason like society's sake or some lofty ideal.
That's the one truth
it's
he's
simply an
told.
absurd grudge. And extremely personal.
That's also true.
Dude.
You know, doesn't he remind you of us?
You think?
I can't really explain it. But I guess it's how some disgusting adult pissed him off.
We're similar, Maybe that's why I thought that I could ask this of you all. Won't you cooperate with me on the mission to change Sai-san's heart?
We will.
Thanks. I was actually rather worried there. This mission can't succeed without your cooperation, after all.
The Phantom Thieves will be disbanded, and everything will work out. I pray it does.
Mako-chan.
I'm okay. I never brought it up until now, but the reason I joined the Phantom Thieves is because I wanted to change my sister's heart. I was hoping I wouldn't have to resort to it, though. I've also known for quite some time that she has a palace.
Why didn't you tell us?
It was too selfish of a reason. Though I was too scared to look any further into it on my own.
Why don't we try going there now to scope the place out? A lot of this will be new to me, so I'd like to get myself accustomed to it too.
He just lied again.
I'm sorry, I actually have plans today.
I see. That's unfortunate.
Will you tell your sister about this?
Of course not. It's just...
You seem awfully evasive today. Is something the matter?
I just can't make time today.
Let's call it a day then, and resume this tomorrow.
I'm sorry, everyone.
Wasn't Makoto acting a bit weird? Well, I guess that can't be helped. Regardless, it all starts tomorrow. I hope this goes well.
A palace? In me? Not only that, Goro Akechi? Then the Phantom Thieves targeted me as per his advice? And he had already experienced the metaverse by the time of the Okumura case? That can't be. I mean, he never said a word. Although, his attitude did change suddenly around that time. Akechi-kun kept quiet about the most important details, and my own sister may be a Phantom Thief? If this is all true, I was out of the loop the entire time I led the investigation. What a joke. So you became convinced of another's existence through the 2 mental shutdown cases. And if you were apprehended while falsely accused of those crimes, that villain would still be loose. That's why you targeted me? Not for your own preservation?
That's not all.
Hmm? No. If this villain does exist and is setting up your group, I would be targeted next. Did Makoto come up with that speculation?
What are you talking about?
Perhaps I'm overthinking things. Hey! You need to keep your focus. It seems you're completely worn out, but the look on your face isn't one of defeat. Why is that?
I haven't lost yet.
I'm amazed. It seems you can still talk. When you were arrested, a man at the scene told you that you were sold out, correct? Those words normally hint at the existence of a traitor. However, if your story till now is true, one reason can be concluded. It's frustrating to admit, but at a certain point... No, most likely from the start. I was a mere puppet. Someone set up only to bear responsibility later. Someone intended your arrest, and the minimal staff directly involved were in their pocket. And if that's the case, true integrity would side with you.
Rank 6 in the Judge Arcana.
All right.
No, I'm jumping to conclusions. I don't believe your story yet. There's something I need to confirm with you. Was a change of heart triggered in me? What happened in the time between entering my palace and your arrest? Tell me everything.
I'll tell you, but you'd better be ready to hear the truth.
What's this favor you need? It's late already. We'll be going to Nijima's palace, so I want to look into her. Things like her work ethic and relationships. It doesn't matter whether it's public or private. Those would help us come up with countermeasures in case we hit a roadblock in her palace. I can look up more, you know. Stuff like her repertoire of underwear. A girl shouldn't say things like that. You tell her too.
That's impressive.
Fall for it. Ahem. Also, I may be overthinking. My voice.
I'm sorry.
Ow! Same as always. Let me finish first. There's something else we want you to look into.
More about Legislator Shido. The game's getting ready for its big reveal. Where are we meeting today? Oh, right. We were never told where to meet up. At the courthouse. Where's that? Hint. The government district. The government office district. Kusumigasake. Blah. Kusumigaseki. Indeed. Oh, I've heard of that place. Never been there, though. Me neither. It's not somewhere normal people usually go. Whoa. Just looking at the map is impressive. Police Department, Ministry of Justice, Public Prosecutor's Office, and Public Security. The Diet Building is right near there, too. For real? What kind of scary place are we going to? They won't get caught, right? According to Akechi-kun, our identities haven't been discovered yet. So we're just going to plunge headfirst into enemy territory. Has anyone contacted Akechi? We're going to meet him there. Be on guard, everyone. We'll be heading into a lion's den.
So this is the courthouse. You can tell it's a revolting building just by looking at it. Let's hurry up and get started. Akechi, what did you find out?
I rarely get to see Sai-san directly, but I figured out her course of action. On the 20th, an investigation will likely be done at Shujin Academy, as well as the Sakura residence.
For real?
Then that means our time limit is November 20th.
Still, there will be quite a bit of red tape involved. I doubt it'll take place before the 20th.
We'll take your word. For now, we need to focus on infiltrating her palace.
And my foot needs to
I
focus on
concur.
going up his ass.
And we should probably get going soon. After all, people like us standing around here is quite unnatural. Well then?
That's...
Make me.
Huh? What about my smartphone?
This is the model I wanted. You're so lucky.
I'm so sorry. Until recently, Futaba was actually well...
It's okay. Sai-san told me the gist.
Oh, right. Akechi-kun, it may be best if you exchange contact info with everyone, too. Not just me.
That's true.
Ooh! I'll send everyone's contacts to you later.
Thanks. Well then, I hope we get along. I'll do my best.
Oh, don't worry. My foot will be
You got a
going
good
up your ass.
personality and good looks? Talk about cheating.
She's praising you, I believe.
Then shall we get started?
We need to figure out what Makoto Sis thinks this courthouse is, right?
I often hear her call it a place of competition in which she must always win.
A competition, huh? That sounds like Sai-san.
It'd be unbearable if you were put on trial for a reason like that. Although, a competition means it's a match of some sort. Might it be a martial arts ring?
Conditions have not been met.
Then perhaps a stadium? Or maybe an arena?
Conditions have not been
There are other competitions besides fighting and sports.
Gambling, then.
How about a racetrack for horses? Other than that, there's pachinko, but does that count as gambling?
Yes.
We played cards during the school trip.
Conditions have not been met.
What else is there? It must be a casino.
Candidate found.
I definitely see Sai-san in you.
Well, it's time we head in then.
Beginning navigation.
Now the real game begins. Oh, by the way, wait till you see what Akechi looks like.
Right past there and keep a low profile.
Also, I don't know why Morgana's already transformed, but nobody else is.
That's it, huh? What's going on here?
We are looking at the courthouse, aren't we?
Seems like it.
Let's go.
Right.
So be it. So, yeah, that's the courthouse. That's a big fucking casino.
The courthouse is a
I hope you're all ready to go to Vegas!
Seems to be a normal cityscape.
Isn't that...
The police station, yes.
I didn't know that the station and the courthouse were next to each other.
Why the
Our
fuck
attire
wouldn't they
hasn't
be?
changed. That must mean we aren't considered threats or hostiles yet.
Right. Areas outside her courthouse palace must not be worthy of her attention. Wait, I always look like this. I'm special. Besides, I can't do anything in my cat form. The police station's also part of her work area, though, whenever arrests are made for her cases. I've brought her food and belongings when she was sent on loan to the police.
We got no business with the cops, right? This might be the metaverse, but I don't want to go in a station.
That reminds me. He'll need a code name too.
Code name?
Phantom Thieves can't go around using the real names, right? It ain't cool either.
Just for reference, what is everyone else's?
Skull.
Mine's Fox.
We pretty much decided on them with how we look, didn't we?
What is it, Haru?
Oh, it's nothing.
Then perhaps Karasu will be best for me. You know, like a raven.
Are your clothes all black or something?
The reverse, actually. If our codenames are to hide our identities, wouldn't that be better?
Karasu. He'd be the only Japanese-sounding one.
Why not go with Crow instead?
All right. From here on out, you're Crow.
Got it.
Now then, let's head into the courthouse. Now then.
Do you have a moment? Oh? That settles it.
We knew we wouldn't be going through the front door anyway.
Okay.
So, this means we're acknowledged as a threat, correct?
So, yeah, that's
Dude,
what he looks
you
like.
planning on stealing stuff in that getup?
It just means that's what he thinks a rebel looks like.
No. This is my mental image of a person who sticks to their justice.
That's
well,
a lie.
I think your mask is more apt for piercing rather than sticking. That aside, the people in here look completely normal.
But we're in a flashy casino. There's no doubt this is a palace.
Oh, right. Crow doesn't know too much about cognitive beings, does he?
Ah, yes. In addition to similar topography, cognitive people exist based on the ruler's perceptions.
That probably didn't make much sense because all the fancy terms he was using, huh?
In essence, since these look like real people, Sai-san's view of others is surprisingly undistorted. Considering what I see before me, it's difficult to believe it is not actually a real casino.
Not all cognitions are normal, though.
Right,
In
Yuji over
Futaba
there
and
being mad
Okumura's
because he actually
palaces, we
understood
had
it.
to battle them. People may look normal, but we should be careful. Particularly of those in positions of power.
Is this what you have to go through every time? That's right. This is a first for me. I'm somewhat nervous.
I have to
Just
ask.
don't slow us down, Crow.
How long have I been at this?
I will
Like
not
an hour and
allow
45
that to
minutes?
happen.
Okay, it's time we head inside. Our deadline for this infiltration is November 20th. Any later and we'll get caught in reality. Of course, we'll need to secure an infiltration route before we send out the calling card. As always.
So the calling card wasn't merely for show? It's a necessary step?
Will you please stop interrupting?
My apologies.
Well then, let's go.
I feel somewhat nervous.
Time to play hardball. An incomplete deck.
Somewhere.
You didn't think it would be that easy, did you? smoked cigar. Because I totally want that in my pocket. Oh.
Welcome. Come on out, you petty thieves.
She can see us?
You're after the treasure, are you not? Come on down and I will tell you where it is.
What? We're not going to fall for a trick like that.
It's not a lie. I only wish to do this fair and square.
That
You
is a
aren't
lie.
going to run, are you?
We should do as she says. There is no point in hiding any longer.
I could equip his dark suit, but I'm not going to spoil what that looks like.
So you've come. The treasure is located on the manager's floor, at the highest point of this building.
Why are you telling us this?
It's as I said before. I wish to go about this in the fairest manner possible.
No, you don't.
First, I ask that you come up to my location. We will continue this there.
Damn it! Over there!
It seems we'll be able to use that elevator to reach higher floors. Come, Joker. Let us pursue her.
I don't recall telling you to
Let us get after her, Joker.
All right.
Safe room. Nice. We won't be using it.
It's a treasure chest. I don't see any traps either.
You seem awfully experienced for somebody who's inexperienced.
Joker.
How dare you interrupt my exploration of this damn area?
Authentication required. Please insert your member's card.
Member's card?
Perhaps it bears relation to a player's club of sorts.
I can't handle your technical speak. Just give me it straight.
Casinos typically have a membership system called a player's club. Some locations even have areas cordoned off for particular ranks of player. Considering the setup of this place, I thought things may be similar here.
That'll make this shit simple. Come on, let's join this player thingy.
I would agree with you, but...
A shadow!
As I expected, registration will not be such a simple matter.
She must be daring us to challenge the security of this place to make it to her.
Here it comes!
No need to worry. I'll handle this. I need to prove my worth to you after all.
I have high expectations for you.
I promise to surpass even such lofty hopes as those. Well then, let us begin. Don't worry, you can leave this one to me. Take them down, Robin Hood!
That's not actually what his persona is. You will notice that he does a mix of bless and curse damage.
Robin Hood! Very clever.
Immune to curse. I had hoped we could end this quickly.
I don't have any ice abilities.
No.
Wind, psionics, and nuclear.
There.
Resist psionics. Resist wind.
Persona! Behold!
And that. He also has an almighty attack, which is interesting. That did a lot of damage.
It's a step forward.
You're not so bad. And I am capable of much more. Now then, let us deal with the shadows quickly. Wait! Doesn't it sound like we're gonna get ambushed based on what we heard earlier?
You're right.
I agree. I'd like to deal with them as quick as we can, but now we have an infiltration route. I suggest we return for now and prepare. Very well. I trust your judgment and experience. Let us do that. God damn it, video game! I only just started! Today was truly one surprise after another. I hope we can continue to thrive in our work together. Agreed. We will still need to explain the steps we take, though. That is unnecessary. First, we secure an infiltration route, then send the calling card, correct? In doing so, the core of the ruler's distorted desires will manifest into a physical form. By taking that core, the change of heart will be triggered. I deduce the steps would be something along those lines. A+. It ain't as easy as it sounds. Don't underestimate this shit. I'm not underestimating anything, I assure you. By the way, Nijima-san's shadow seemed really confident. Yes, there's no knowing what may await. Let's continue cautiously. Very well. You will let me know when you enter the palace, yes? Perfect. I will be available anytime you need me. Yeah, I know. That's enough for now. Let's prepare well for the coming task. Ah, yes. My apologies for derailing this conversation. We will be counting on you, Akechi. Failure is not an option here. Yes, I'll do my best to live up to all of your
Crucial
expectations.
moment's finally here. Give it all you've got. Okay.
Things have really soured. There's even a bounty on you guys. But I seriously believe the Phantom Thieves are innocent. By the way, I changed up the survey question. It's already up in flames, though. It's a problem for me, too, if people don't think the Phantom Thieves are heroes. Just try and clear the stigma on your name as soon as you can, okay? I'm counting on you.
So people are turning on us even in his survey? Our popularity is really at an all-time low.
Let's do it.
It doesn't matter. We'll fix it. Alright, and that's the end of today's episode. Thank you all very much for watching. Tune in next time when we enjoy some Mass Effect, and the time after that when we continue the Casino Palace. I've been Savage Hound Dusk. Have a nice day.